Good morning, it's Pete Camilleri with the on-the-go market report for Thursday the 22nd of April. It's currently 10 past 9. I'm just going to go through and see how the markets traded last night. The crude oil was off slightly. It's currently trading around that 83.42 level. Copper was off as well, currently trading around that 351.1. Dollar index was about steady. If we just go onto the chart here, we can see it didn't do a great deal last night. It's got a bit of a drop there. It's currently at 81.32. Gold had a very good night last night. When I was looking at it just prior to finishing up last night at 11 o'clock, it was trading at that just under that 1,140 mark. I got long at about 1,139 and put a stop loss, put a take profit at that 1,150. So I struck it pretty lucky there last night. But you can see that we did test through that 150 mark, but again it has come off there. So might see if today we might try and hopefully it'll get back up there around that 150 and close this gap that we've had heading back through to 116.0. Silver, the same thing. It actually traded lower last night, got around that high 1760 level, and then traded back up through 18 again. Hopefully we can test through this 1820 level and maybe kick on a bit higher on. But I think we're going to be voted by what the US dollar does over the next few days. The Aussie US, not having a good run there at the moment. It's still struggling under that 93. We did get down close to 92.50 last night, but hopefully we can see here with the dollar index coming off slightly that it did actually push back higher there this morning. So hopefully we can get that again testing through 93. There is some data coming out of the Reserve Bank on foreign exchange today. The Euro US is at 133.83. The US dollar yen is at 93.02. And the Aussie yen is at 86.27.5. Now on the back of the commodities sort of having a mixed night, it was actually quite a good night across the agriculturals and some of the softs, which we'll run through in a few minutes. But let's see how the Australian share market's going to vote today. It's currently looking at down 35 points at around that 4,937. I think we may have, or my gut feeling is that the market is going to go trade a little bit higher today. I don't think it's going to be great numbers, but if we can get through that 4,950 level and get back up through close to that 460, then I'll be quite happy. But we'll see what happens. Early morning's going to be, I think, the key before just sort of stabilising today. The US didn't have a really strong night, so I think our markets may be a little bit mixed, but hopefully higher. So we're looking at the Dow here. It was up slightly. It's currently trading at 11,040, but it was up about 7 points on the close. It's currently down 19 points on the futures market. Corn was up last night. It's at 359. It was up 2.75 cents. We had soybeans did break through that $10 a bushel mark yesterday, or last night, I should say. It was up about 24 points, I believe. If I just check on my Bloomberg source here, we had soybeans were up 12 points at $10.06. So it was a good night there on soybeans. I know Jono's been looking at it, trading through that $10 mark. Wheat was also up, had a good night there. I think we're just under $500, 500 cents, I should say, a bushel. Moving across into the pound, I had the pound up here before. It's currently trading just above 154, and if we have a look at the chart here on the right, you can see that we're starting to trend a little bit of a trend there, building up through. Hopefully, we can test this high that we had over the last few days. Where are we here? See if we can get it to test back through that that 154.2. We've had a couple of goes at it there, and it's failed both times. So maybe it's forming a bit of a trend here that we can see it kick on a little bit higher. I think again, the US dollars has been the key over the last few nights, and I know that the United States had a good night in the share market. But let's see if the the currencies against the US can also strengthen. Going to the economic calendar today, we have some news out in Australia on the new motor vehicle sales. Hopefully we can get some good numbers there. The Reserve Bank are also going to be talking about foreign exchange transactions. Across the ditch, we've got New Zealand having the ANZ Consumer Confidence Index and a month-on-month as well. Switzerland, we're going to have trade balance, exports and imports. Over in France, other than the ash that's been tracking around that country, we're going to have some data on their own company production outlook indicators, and some PMI services manufacturing data. Germany, the same thing there as well. We've got some PMI services and manufacturing data and the consumer confidence indicators. Across Europe, again, most of the manufacturing and services and composite data there. I think in the UK, we've got some big numbers out, the retail sales, the public financing, and the money supply. Across in the US later tonight, we've got the PPI index, initial jobless claims, and the composite index, housing index, and existing home sales. So that's going to be some key data out of there. And the Bank of Canada are going to talk about monetary policy, so hopefully we get some good data out of that. If there's any questions you have, feel free to give us a call on 1300 660 734. Other than that, have a great day, all the best, and look forward to assisting you tomorrow or speaking with you tomorrow on. Bye-bye for now, all the best.